Hi everyone, today's video in our 3 words in 5 minutes series has been titled Fictitious Reality. A little bit of an oxymoron, a little bit of a contradiction there. How can it be both fictitious and how can it still be reality? Well, we don't mean it literally, right? These are words that have come into real life that are used in the English language today, but they actually jumped out of the pages of a book. They were originally derived from the name of fictitious characters. Something similar to what we'll be discussing today, we all know the word muggle because of our familiarity with the Harry Potter series. Similarly, these words were originally fictitious words, but now they are a part of our reality. The 3 words that we are going to be discussing in this video are Quixotic, Gargantuan, and Serendipity. Quixotic, let's look at our first word, which is an adjective. Now, Quixotic basically means unrealistic and impractical. This word is derived from the character Don Quixote. You might have heard of the idiom tilting at windmills to refer to something that is impractical. One of the incidents that happens in this narration of Don Quixote's story is he believes that windmills are giants, and so he pulls his sword out and gallops towards the windmills with an intention to attack them. So that's impractical, that is unrealistic. They are windmills, you cannot destroy them with a sword, and so Quixotic has come to mean something that is unlikely to happen. An example sentence, using plastic waste pulled out of the ocean to make clothes seemed like a Quixotic idea, seemed like it's not going to make a lot of sense, but the business has flourished since establishment. So this as a business has been doing well, even though it seems like a very, fantastical idea. The second word that we are going to be looking at is gargantuan. Gargantuan means enormous, huge, massive. And gargantuan is derived from a 16th century book named Gargantua, where the title character had that same name and was actually a giant with a ravenous appetite. So anything that is huge can be described as gargantuan. Doesn't have to refer to the physical characteristics of something. Gargantuan appetite, for example, is a valid usage. Here's the usage in an example sentence. After completing the 2-week low-calorie diet, Mika felt like she had a gargantuan appetite and could not wait for the pizza to be delivered. So basically, Mika was ready to eat anything that's put in front of her after the 2-week diet. And our third and final word of the day is serendipity. I'm sure we're all familiar with serendipity. It is the name of a movie, right? And the movie's plotline captures the meaning of serendipity. When things happen, nice things happen by chance. So I have an image of 2 women who just seem to be meeting by chance, and they're like, oh, it's so nice to see you. Right? That's serendipity. It's a noun form, and anything that is by happenstance, anything that is by luck, but a good thing to happen, you could use the word serendipity to refer to it. So I have 2 stories. One is the origin. The origin of the word is from a book called The Princess of Serendip. Serendip is actually an old name for Ceylon, Sri Lanka. And it's the story of an adventure of the 3 princes of Serendip who end up getting things happen to them and who end up, doing things successfully, but not because of their desire to do well, not because of their efforts, but just because of luck. And of course, you have the plot line of the movie Serendipity as well. This plot line has actually been replicated in different ways in many different languages. But there is a meet cute between a boy and a girl. But then somebody out of the 2 believes in fate. And they're like, if fate wants us to be together, then we will meet again. So they write their, phone numbers or addresses on a dollar bill and then they spend it. If I get this dollar bill back within the next 2 years, then that means we're meant to be together, right? So they're waiting for that moment of serendipity. Alright, I have serendipity in an example sentence. Over the weekend, Sam kept running into his new neighbor wherever he went. Either it was serendipity or he had a friendly stalker. Okay, so we don't know why Sam keeps running into his neighbor. Let's hope it's serendipity. I do have an exercise as usual. This is a sentence equivalence exercise. I have given the 3 words that we discussed and one of their synonymous constructions in your answer options. What I would like you to do is read the sentence, understand the meaning and see which pair of words. So you have to pick 2 words from the options that will fit into this context. Please put your answers in the comments and let's keep learning. Wait, I have disappeared from the screen, but that doesn't mean it's time for you to go. Here are some bonus words for you. Show us your proclivity for our videos, hit that like button, hit the bell icon so that you can usher in future lessons by clicking on the graphical chime, and of course you need to subscribe. Let us know your endorsement for the channel. See you in the next one.